So we need to talk about what happened at Smoky Mountain. Welcome to Smoky Mountain Speedway. Thank you for clicking on today's video. We are going racing with the Southern Thunder Super Dirt Series tonight. Gonna go have a look at the racetrack. Wondering if it's gonna be any different than it has been on test nights, if they prep it any different, or you know what that's gonna look like. So let's go take a look. Thanks for clicking on the video. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. There's a lot more water.
Yeah, but it's early.
Yeah, we're really early, and the sun is...
Yeah, the sun's on it, and it's up here. It's actually starting to dry a little bit.
That looks like tacky to me.
Yeah.
Down there is kind of running off. It's real shiny.
It looks like in a couple hours.
Track is looking a bit freer, so we're gonna add one of these packers back into our right rear here. See if I can do this one-handed while holding the camera. You can see we got one in right now. I'm about to add one more. The goal with that being to just free up the car a little bit, since the track has a lot more moisture in it now than it did when we ended the night last time. So we're gonna add that packer in, try to get the rear end to free up a little bit, because the track's probably gonna be a bit tighter than normal. So Fletcher drove the little bike up towards the racetrack, and it came back pretty nasty.
Also, damn near dropped it.
You almost dumped it?
Yeah, it's really close.
try to give you an update. I don't know if you can hear me. Not a good hot lap session, even worse qualifying session. I think we're just chasing our tails a little bit on the track condition. So we're about to go into LCQ number 2, so B main number 2. 6 cars are going to transfer into the show. We'll try and race our way in, but we're going to see what happens. We've been kind of messed up all night, which is a bummer since we've been testing here, but we're just going to have to keep swinging the bat.
Loading up at Smoky Mountain Speedway. Tough night. Had a lot of confidence coming in here and really just got behind the 8-ball early. Spun in hot laps. Didn't bring great feedback back to the car after that, and then it was a pretty quick program. That's credit to the series and the racetrack. They got the program rolling really well. It was super efficient. On our end, though, it made us a little bit hard to analyze and catch up. So that was kind of a struggle. I still don't really know where we lost a little bit from where we were here just a couple days ago. I'm gonna have to go back through all the stuff that we got and like all the notes and see if I did something different or if we changed something or what. But definitely not the result we were looking for. But that's part of the learning curve. So there's a race car. Big thanks, of course, to everybody that's helped us get here. Steve, that chap, comes with us every race and couldn't do it without him. He's a huge supporter and helper, and that means a lot. Of course, Tucker and Dad and Mom and Sam and everybody in our little race team that keeps on chugging, and everybody that helps out, Adam, Ron, everybody that's had a part to play in getting us here. And of course, can't do it without everybody that's on the race car this year. Tonight we got a little bit behind it, but that happens. One thing I've learned about late model racing is it's hard to catch up once you're behind. So we definitely felt that knife tonight, but I'm gonna keep at it and see if we can't learn again next week. Back in the shop now, kind of had a couple of days to kind of process what was one of our, quite frankly, more disappointing outings in what has been quite the learning curve with their late model racing. So we tested there on Thursday. We left Thursday running what we felt were competitive times. The stopwatch on Saturday night backed that up. Of course, track conditions weren't identical on Saturday to what they were on Thursday, but I felt like if we could have taken the car that we left Thursday with and the driver we left Thursday with, we were solid in the show. The first thing that happened, and we've done this twice now, is we spun in hot laps. And in dirt late model racing, you get behind and it's hard to catch back up, especially on a quick turn program. And we didn't get a great analysis of what happened, and that's kind of like what I need to work on as a driver. One of the things I need to work on is going, okay, what happened corner by corner, lap by lap, or whatever. So what happened was we had a big spin on like our coming to the white flag, right, on a 2-lap practice. Big spin, kind of in the middle of the corner, right? Kind of initiated a little bit loose and spun. Got car turned around and we got one more lap and we had a big push the next lap in the same corner. So we went from a spin to a big push, right? And then kind of the same scenario in qualifying where a little bit free the first lap, and then the second lap we had a big push. And so what the feedback brought back was a little bit different, right? It was like, okay, I had a big push, so is that what we need to work on, or are we a little bit free? And so that's where we kind of got behind the 8-ball, in my opinion. And then the race, we just never really found the same feel that we had on Thursday night. So going through everything that was different. What was different? Well, the track was pretty close. It wasn't exactly the same, but it was pretty close. The car was pretty much identical to how we left Thursday night. But what we did change was we ran testing on a harder compound than we raced on. So that's something that we've done before. When you're testing, go a little bit conservative on tires. You're going to run more laps, especially on a black track racing. We decided to go for a softer compound. And I think what happened was in hot laps, we overloaded that tire pretty quick. And so that's when The tire was loaded up really, really well, and we got free right on the right front. Tire was loaded up really well, and we were free on the right front early in hot laps. And then the next lap, after we spun, we of course skated that tire across the racetrack when we spun, and now the tire got overheated and it didn't come back, and we wound up with a big push. And I think the same thing happened in qualifying. Tire stuck too good for a set of corners, and then we overloaded it and overheated it, and it skated off on the front the next 2 corners. And then after that, I think we had looked at the tire and said, well, that's wear that we really haven't seen, but Quick Turn program didn't have enough time to analyze that. Probably should have just gone straight to a harder tire. This is the tire that we ran in hot laps qualifying and the races, and you can see this edge. We've really got a deep scar here on the inside edge, and we've never seen a tire do this before. The axle a bit different. We are heavier on the right front than a lot of these cars, being a steel block compared to the aluminum block cars. And we've got a little bit more weight in the front for some other reasons. So maybe, we have to look at our weight and balance and really do some more analyzing on, what happened to make that tire not work like we expected it to. And so that was the difference between the car on Thursday and the car on Saturday from what we've seen, is that right front tire. And we were on the same thing on the left rear tire, went from a medium compound to a soft compound. We didn't do a good job of recognizing the tire difference quick enough, and then we were behind the 8 ball and we never caught back up. So it's another lesson learned for sure. And now we go to Brasstown, a totally different track, and we get to try again. So that's kind of the sequence of events, right? You kind of feel good, get knocked down, try again, and that's where we're at right now. Now we're on the try again phase, and hopefully we have a feel good night at Brasstown, and we can take some confidence into Labor Day weekend. Some other news here. We hit our 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. Thanks to everybody that's watched, commented, subscribed. If you like this, please like and subscribe. You can hit the bell for notifications. So we'll see you on the next one.